Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. I'm still trying to wake up. I am headed to the doctor. Today is the day that I get my checkup and refill on my blood pressure. And I don't like going to the doctor for anything, honestly, but it's one of those things that we have to do. So, and he's gonna ask me why have I put it off? Why? Because I'm supposed to have been there maybe 3 months ago? Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. That's what's going on here today. So I'll catch y'all up after this visit. So I don't like sitting in that thingy right there. So I'm sitting in the chair. I said my blood pressure was 135/82. I think that's pretty good, y'all. I think. I don't know. I know hypertension is, I think 140 something. But, like I said, I don't like being here at all, but I know I have to come. And I'm trying my best to do the right thing and get off of everything. Now, their scale got to be wrong, though. Okay? Their weight scale got to be wrong. It said 174.2. I don't know. I mean, when I get home, I ain't ate anything either. So when I get home, I'm going to check that. I'm going to fact check that just to make sure. I might be right, but I hope not. Because that means I'm right back where I started. And losing weight is the hardest thing ever, okay? Even when you don't look like you need to lose weight. For your health reasons, you have to lose weight. Especially if it runs in your family. And like I told y'all on a previous video, diabetes run in my family, but I do not claim it. So yeah. So now I'm just waiting for him to come in here and say what he got to say and talk about my chart and all that good stuff. I have a question for you guys. For the comments, you could just put in the comments. What is the hardest part of losing weight for you? Is it being persistent? Is it just checking in your weight? Is it what you eat? Is it the exercise? What is it for you? I'm just curious. I think for me it's the weight scale, and it's kind of what I eat, and it's the consistency. So I think it's all of it. I don't eat like I'm supposed to eat, meaning I skip breakfast, and that's the most important meal of the day. And I'm trying to get back to what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's not easy. Okay, I'm not gonna act like it's easy. It is not easy. You have to really sugar intakes. That's one of the things, that's one of the biggest weight gain issues right there, sugar intakes. And one of the biggest is taking in drinks. Okay. Any type of drink. That will cut it in half right there. And I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact because I went cold turkey vegan for a whole year. And drinks was one of the things I cut out. I lost so much weight. And I would love to get back to the vegan life, or if not vegan, vegetarian. I'm not a big fan of certain meats anyway. So it's not a problem for me as far as cutting that part of my life. But some of the other things would be hard for me to do. But if I can do it for a solid year, cold turkey, just one day woke up and decided, seen a video and woke up and decided I was not gonna eat in certain things anymore and just do it, then I can do it again. And me and both of my daughters did this. But there are healthy alternatives. I know there's a lot of controversy out there about getting protein in, but if you educate yourself, you can definitely get the protein in that you need when you're vegan, if that makes any sense. So I'm definitely considering it. I already don't have a problem eating tofu. You guys see me create a tofu meal. I might start that journey back up again. All it is knowing how to make it taste good so you can enjoy it. My substitute for drink was the water drinks where you put the different flavors in your water bottle, and that worked for me. The caffeine is still in that though, so it's not as much, and some of them have a lot of the caffeine in it. So I'm not really sure on that part. I'm going to have to do my research, but I'm really considering changing up the way I eat again. And it can be a lot, especially when your house is half and half. You have some that eat this way and some eat this way. So you have to fix 2 different meals, 2 different ways, 2 different styles. I'm really considering it. Seriously. How many of you are vegan or vegetarian? And was it hard for you? Have you ever had a meal that just made you feel good after eating it? Energized? I've had several of those when I was vegan. Several. Make you happy and you're not sluggish. You're energized and ready to go for the day. Yeah. See, what I'm doing right now is convincing my mind of what I already know. But I'm just curious. Anybody else been down this train before? I'm telling you, it is the quickest and easiest way to lose weight also. If you cut certain things out of your diet. It's not easy either, but it can be done. You just have to take it serious. All right, y'all. Well, I am out of there. You hear me? I'm free. So let me fill you in. He went over everything as usual, and I had to get some blood work done the last time I was here. And he was like, I don't recall giving you your results of your blood work. And I said that's because, I didn't come in to get the results of the blood work. I looked at my chart and I do my research and homework and all that stuff. So I knew exactly what I was looking at and understood it perfectly. And he was like, oh, okay. So then he looked at my chart. Oh yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm going the right way. Let me go back this way. And then he was like, well, okay. He said, that's good. He said, well, everything looks really good. He said, your blood pressure's decent. He said, and wow. That's exactly what he said. Wow. I'm trying to figure out what the wow is about, but I'm just paying attention, being quiet. And I have to come every 3 months, okay, to get my blood pressure checked. And, I told you they have me on a very low dosage now. And he said, he was looking at my chart. He was like, see, I like patients like you. I don't know what he meant by that. He said, I guess I don't need to see you until 6 months from now. Say that again. He said, I don't need to see you until about 6 months from now. I'm like, what? Right. So for him to say that to me, that means that I've done something right in my life. Because believe me, he will be on me if there's something he needs to be on me about, just to keep me on the right track, you know. So yeah, I don't have to be back into 6 months, January 2026 to be exact. So I'm happy about that. That's great news for me. So now we're headed to the post office. I got to drop off some packages, and the postal worker wants some beard oil. Y'all, if y'all aren't familiar, you know, I do a little bit of everything, but I make hair products and I make the men's beard oil and all that stuff. And I like giving out samples and stuff. And he's had a sample. Actually, he didn't have a sample. He had a full bottle. So this time I came in, he's like, you still make my goodness. He said, you still make the oils? I was like, yes. He said, I need 2 bottles when you come back in again. I said, okay. So that's where we're headed at. That's where we're headed to now, y'all. All right, y'all, we're pulling in here. We're going to get this stuff on out of here. Hoping in a lot of people in here because I'm not standing in line. I'm just going to drop my stuff off and hopefully I could just give him his stuff too. All right, let me go on and get in here. All right, so I dropped that off. The gentleman that wanted me to bring him his mustache and beard oil is not. Well, she said he's not there, which is kind of strange because another lady said, oh, so he's not here? I thought he was going to be here today. That was another customer in line. And she's like, yeah. It's like she didn't want to say he's here when I was heading out the door. But I was telling her that he's the one that asked me to bring in the products for him. So he's going to be upset. These are the oils. He's going to be upset, that he didn't get his oils today. So I'm just going to check back maybe tomorrow, to see when I'm out making runs or doing things I have to do. Let's see if he's here. Cause if he's working, of course he'll get it then. That was so strange though. That was really, really strange. And she knows me, but I don't know. I ain't even gonna think too much into it. All right, y'all. So now I am headed to the house. So let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, my doctor's appointment done put me in a really good mood. And I needed that. So let's get started. All right, y'all. All right. We are home. Oh, this little brick house is coming along nicely. Okay, they're about finished building that house. We are back at the house. So I'm gonna go in here and do what I gotta do and get comfortable, and I'll see you inside. Okay, y'all. So I'm headed to Walmart to pick up some essential things to cook today. I think I'm just going to make the same meal I made before. The tofu meal, with the
what was it? I think it was broccoli. The tofu meal with the broccoli and the sweet potatoes and the rice and yeah, the barbecue tofu. That's what I'm making it. So I'm headed on to Walmart. Yeah, my daughter got jokes. I ain't gonna say what she said, but she got jokes. I'm gonna just say that. All right, we here at Walmart now. Let me go in. Y'all, why was Walmart packed? Is there a holiday unknown holiday that I don't know about? Cause it's hot. Okay, I ain't even made it home yet, and now I'm over at Food Line because they didn't have some stuff. I can't even talk because they didn't have some stuff. So now I got attitude. Okay, point blank here, I got attitude right now. It's hot. I'm going in the store, y'all. Look, I ain't even taking y'all in there with me. I'm in and out as fast as I can so I can get home. All right, y'all. I'm full now. I'm cool now. I had to come home and regroup. Baby, it's too many people out and it's hot. Why is everybody out today? I need to know if there's some type of holiday that I've missed out on that I should have been notified of or something, because it is way too many people out today. Excuse me. Anyways, so I'm back home now. So we can talk about some of those topics I was bringing up when I was in the doctor's office. Like, for one, what is the hardest thing to stand by whenever you're trying to lose weight for whatever the reason, maybe for health reasons or just because you want to be fit? What is the hardest thing to commit to? I know I asked this earlier, but just in case anybody missed it. So there are so many reasons to stay fit and be healthy, but there's so many temptations out there as well, so you have to be strong. Y'all, I was so hot, I forgot to come in here and weigh myself and see if that was accurate or not. But what I'll do is tomorrow I will start over and I will look and see if that weight is the same or not. I've eaten now, so it would not be a good idea. So I made the barbecue tofu like I did before in another episode, and with the broccoli and the rice and the sweet potatoes. And of course I made my husband and everybody else that eats with him something totally different. And I'm gonna tell you, it's hot. Hot, 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 hot. I'll be glad when the cold hits. And, we can never be satisfied, because when it gets cold and you're like, it is too cold. Gosh, it's too cold. I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that. We're never satisfied. But hey, you live to complain, right? But anyway, yeah. So what is some of the hardest things to stick by? Let's name some. Okay. Mine is to stay consistent. Is there anybody else hard to stay consistent? Stay on it every day, every day, every day, every day. I do know the best way to do this is to set goals. You set a goal and you try to stick with that goal. Set you a different goal every day, and it's like a climbing stepping stool. And that's one of the things I know I need to do. So consistency is one of the biggest ones. And the temptations of certain sugars, I said soda being the number one for me because I was told a while back, you cut out the soda that will help you tremendously. But when I went vegan for the whole year, like I said, I didn't have any soda at all. I had the water, the flavored water. I would put the different flavors in: peach, raspberry. Couldn't have strawberry, even though I wanted it. Grape and all that. And it worked out. And then I was introduced to the tofu. And honey, if you cannot get tofu to grasp on to some type of flavor, you're not going to like it, because tofu is a block of bland nothing. It's a block of nothing, really. A block of protein, a block of nothing. And you have to marry it with something to make it taste like something. But you're not going to eat it. I don't have a problem taking in any greens. And you just have to figure out. Now, I'm not one that can take the mushrooms and make it like chicken and all that stuff. I'm not the one that can do that. I'm not big on getting the fake hamburgers and all that. I can't do that. Being that if I do eat any meat, it's either fish, or chicken. Beef is the hardest thing for me to eat, and chicken has become harder to eat. Okay. I don't like, even though I have to cook with it sometimes, I don't like the smell of an egg. So there's so many different things and so many factors that come into play whenever you decide to pick what you want to be. If you want to be a vegetarian, or if you want to be vegan, or if you just want to eat whatever you want to eat. Now, those are not the things that you actually have to do to lose weight. You could just change your diet and the way you eat in general. I personally feel like I don't look right skinny. I don't look right very, very small, but it's not always about how I look. It's my health, and it's what's more important than that to me. So if I lose a little weight, if I get down to 145, I'll probably be okay with that. But 135, I can't do that. Not for me. I'm 5'5". And 135, that won't look right on me. I know it won't. And I'm 54. I don't think it will look right on me. But good health looks right on me. So, you just have to pick your battle on whatever it is that you take pride in the most. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you put in your body is what comes out of your body. You are what you eat. They are not lying about that. Okay. So, and there are so many happy foods. What's y'all happy food? Now, I've started eating the Greek yogurt, and I started that whenever I was vegan. And, when I first started eating it, I thought it was the nastiest thing on earth because it has a tarty taste. And, but then, honey, you add I used to add raspberries, but I add the blueberries, as y'all know, and then I have granola, and then you just put some honey on top of it and mix it up a bit and let The granola get a little soft. Oh my goodness, that's the best snack ever for me. And it's healthy for you. So that's really my go-to snack now. I'm trying to stay away from the Burger King Hershey pies. Yeah, that's a nightmare for me. I need to stay away from those. So if I want something to snack on, that's what I'll get. Do y'all have any ideas? You can also put that in the comments. Let me know what you like to snack on. That's good for you. And then let me know your guilty pleasures. Mine is the Hershey pie. Okay, but yeah, it's just something that I enjoy doing. But I just wanted to, have a discussion with you guys on this particular blog about, healthy eating, um, lifestyle changing ways and the benefits you reap from it. And also take y'all along with me to the doctor's office and all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I do need to do my hair today. I don't know if I'm going to get to it, but I do need to do my hair today. But that's all we're going to have in this vlog for today. So have a great day on purpose. Bye for now.